Mamiya. Mami, I just want to let you know you have to be cautious with the Chinese. I'm not against the China. I am totally okay with China, but I realize one thing is that probably the China is cooperating with the Malaysia government. I do not know because this morning when I woke out, there are a group of Chinese people following me. I do not know whether they intentionally follow me or just by accident. Yesterday, the same thing also. So I really do not know whether there are so many Chinese people living surrounding me or just by accident. I do not know. Now, one of the reason why I suspect the Chinese or the China government is cooperating with the Malaysia government is that because the reason why most of the Western countries do not intervene the Malaysia NEP issues is because they believe this is how Malaysia government, the NEP or the new economic policy is what the Malaysia government used to subdue the communists. But in reality, it definitely is not like because NEP also affect the Indian. The Indian ethnic in Malaysia has never involved in communists. They are definitely not communists. So there is no basis for the Malaysia government to persecute the Indian community in Malaysia, where they are not known to be a communist in the history of Malaysia, in the history of the entire history lah. So what I suspect is that because of this, the Malaysian government is trying to use or to cooperate with the China government in order to frame me, because since my family members, my father's side, are communists, are very prominent, come from a very prominent communist member, which is Tan Kaki, and they probably trying to uh, associate me with the communists in order for to justify their persecutions and in order to neutralize whatever I wrote and whatever I wrote against the NEP, which is obviously against the Malaysia Federal Constitutions, because the federal constitution was established during the independence, and the Malaysian government actually have mechanism to amend it if according to the needs of the time, and if they do not did not amend the constitution, they have to adhere to the constitution. The government have to operate in accordance to the constitution. They cannot distort from the constitution, where already distorted for more than 50 years, already deviated, and in fact I will say already violated the constitution law, from the Bumiputra quotas for housing, for property ownership, uh, up to the discount and all that. Uh, all these are violation of the constitutions. Uh, Mostly is Article number 8. And also there are many other issues that I wrote to the UK embassy in Bangkok. I also have to tell the UK embassy in Bangkok, or for the US, that my family members are related to the communists. I need to tell them it's because I afraid those communists, my father's side of the family, went to get my passport, get my passport for me, but instead of pass the passport to instead of give me the passport, they actually withholding my passport. So so that is the kind of scenario that might happen, so which I do not wish to. I tell them so that those ambassador know when they want to issue the passport, they issue to me directly, so that I can hold the passport and use the passport, exit Thailand immediately. Now I have no problem with Thailand. In fact, I think Thailand government is very kind to me. I'm also I like Thailand, but not really the hot weather. Hot weather is really excruciating lah for me. I don't like hot weather. As you know, I prefer cold climate. And of course, I don't speak Thai language. There's a language barrier over here, where I hope I can go back to UK as soon as possible, and I hope we can Of course, I hope your brother Lim Kok Tai can return me the money so that I can do business. Now, if I got a lot of money, I'll do a bigger scale business. If I do not have, I'll just do a small one. I do not intend to join with anyone or to work for anyone. I prefer to open my own company, to have the 100% control over my own company, despite it could be a small company, it could not really small lah, but it could be a medium size, not as huge as like Genting or whichever huge company that you guys operate. I could be just a small company, but uh, for sure I want to hold my own money. I want to develop my own projects and own property. I do not wish to mix with any of you from Genting. Of course, I do not discount the facts that I might still retain some shares, as I know your brother refused and actually disallowed me to liquidate my shares. I do not know. I have to sit down to talk to him, sit down and talk to him properly over a dinner or what. We're supposed to sit down together and have a proper conversation, a proper meeting. I do not wish to fight like what happened in Penang. There's so many bloodshed within our family, which is not the kind of things that a civilized society supposed to. We're supposed to sit down and talk properly, and to listen to each other view. Now, I also want to learn from. Also want to know from Lim Kok Tai why he disallowed me to liquidate my shares, and if he give a good reason, probably I've retained some of the shares, but I prefer to sell some of the shares in order to gather some capital for me to do my business. And I also do not want to mix with communists, because to mix with communists there is a problem. When if I mix with communists, first I myself do not favor communism. I myself is actually I am fighting communists. I do not like communists. I do not like Islam or the violence ideology. But in this context, I'm not fighting communists. I'm definitely not fighting the Chinese. I do not hate Chinese, and communism do not represent Chinese. Chinese civilization, Chinese race, and communists are and totally different thing altogether. I think I talked to you before. Communist is actually created by Karl Marx, a German. Created by Karl Marx in German. He was born in Germany. Nothing related to China, and then the ideology spread from Germany to to the Russia, which is back then was called Soviet Union, and then from Soviet Union to China. So it has nothing to do with the Chinese race. In fact, up to right now, there are many active communists. They are not Chinese. We'll talk about those in Europe. Mostly they are Russians and some in Cuba. Those South American, they are also not Chinese. They are communists, but they are not Chinese. So I have to make this very clear, and I do not hate Chinese people. I do not hate Chinese people. Okay, I love Chinese culture, but Chinese culture and communists are two different things altogether. I have to make this very clear. I do not like communists. I have nothing related to communists. I disown my family, my father's side of the family immediately. I know that they are related to communists, and for sure, I will not join their communism movement. That is me. Other than that, I'm okay. See, I never attack them. I never initiate anything that caused harm to them. It was them who attacked me first. My grandfather, the one who chopped my head off first, and then they attacked me first, and then the evil boy in Hat Yai, he stabbed me first. Then I grabbed the knife and stepped back. That's all. That's all. My role is only counter attack. If they attack me, then I counter attack. I will not initiate any attack or any aggression or violence from my side. I will not, definitely would not. So these communist people actually attack me first, and there's no reason for me to join them or to be anything related to them. If they attack me now, they are actually actively attacking me. So I have to make myself very clear. I did not attack first. I did not initiate the attack. I merely counter attack if they attack me. I from the beginning, I do not like communists. I study history. I know what happened in ASEAN, particularly the Pol Pot Now the Pol Pot incidents, I think over 2 million Cambodian people die, and most of them are elite, smart people. They were being killed because they do not accept communism. They have different opinion about how to govern the country. So Cambodia was a democratic country, but it was forcefully being converted into communist. There are many other issues surrounding this ASEAN, which I'm not interested to touch at the moment. For me, at the moment, I just want to exit Thailand, exit ASEAN, to go back to UK and continue my life. I have done fighting. I have done all this politics, and I believe whatever I wrote is enough to substantiate my claim. It is Malaysia is actually openly violating the constitutions. All the policy, and as you may know, Article 4 of the Federal Constitution state that any regulations, any law that violate, that contradict to the Federal Constitution shall not be valid. Those are any law, that means law means in Malay they call Akta, in English they call Act, ACT, Act. Any acts enacted or gazetted by the parliament that is contradict to the constitutions are not valid. Constitution law is always prevail against any act of regulation. Now regulation is even lower level, regulation, and then there's a court of practice or whatever, there's even lower level. Now policy is not even a law. Policy is just something that is supposed to be empowered by law. But in Malaysia case, this NEP is not empowered by law. And some of the law that empower the NEP is not valid because it is contradict to the constitutions. These are all the basic. I do not know why a country like Malaysia fail to properly govern or properly administrate the country or the law. These are very basic thing. I'm not even a lawyer. I never studied law before, but even me, people like me can understand, upon reading the constitution law, upon reading some of the concept or laws, to know how the law functions, how the Westminster law functions, the Westminster system functions. So basically that's from me. I really hope you can get either US or the UK, US or UK government to help me get me out of here. Either one government is okay. UK, US, even Australia is fine. I've been to UK government, UK embassy today. I do not know what is the response. I try to call the number many times but cannot get through. I am not sure about US. I probably also want to try US. Either one is okay. US, UK, Australia, either these three is okay. China, definitely no. I have nothing against China, the country of China. What I advocate is NEP. NEP has got nothing to do with China. And China, Xi Jinping also, I met China Xi Jinping in Hat Yai. He is actually asking money from me. I do not know why he asked money from me. I do not owe China anything. I'm not the Chinese. I do not know why he asked money from me. I would not give any money to China. Whatever wealth I have, whatever money I have, I will use it for my own. So I have to make this very clear. You please do not give any money to China. I mean, you want to give your own money to China, it's fine. That's up to you, but not my money. I will not give any. I will not donate or not give anything to China. To do business is okay. If there are any Chinaman want to do business with me, ask them to come and do. But as of now, I have nothing. I have no business with Chinamen. So I do not hate Chinese people for sure. I do not hate Chinese culture, but I have nothing to do with China. I do not know why they come and ask money from me. I do not want to have anything to do with communists. So this is what I have to tell you.